Welcome back to another Fortnite review video. Review video. Today's Fortnite review video is that. So we got something really interesting. Uh, First of all, I'm just reading something that was on my phone. I'll read it a little bit later. I don't know why my eyes are crying because I think something happened. I think it's really dry out here. Oh, oops. I gotta plug my headphones. Basically, so we have the new item shop that would be featuring, as I mentioned, new Marvel characters. Right. Okay. Now, I'm gonna talk about a little bit about next season. Now, I'm not saying my. Now, I also want you guys' personal opinions as to what next season's theme gonna be. Now, people say it's gonna be a war theme. Yeah, we know it's gonna be a war theme, but what type of war theme? It can't just be like a type of war theme. Like there has to be a specific type. Also, February is for this year. I guess it's a leap year this year, so we only have 28 days instead of 30. I think last year was 30, so 28 days. Maybe it's just an odd year. I don't know. Anyways, no, it's 20. No, I think it was I don't remember, 28 or 27. February is kind of weird. I don't know why they have like a leap year in February, so it kind of makes. I had to look that up. Maybe someone can tell me in the comments down below if you guys really want to know. Anyways, basically we have all the way until this week is bow week, the bow week, Bohanza or whatever it's called, the bow week, and then we got bargain something, and then we got we got this week, next week, and then so we got one update, and we got another update, and then we got all the way until March 19th. Also, a note is that March 19th I won't be recording on any of these days, so that's why I'm making a theory right now, because we're still far away. So we're not that close to. So I'll try to make a prediction on the 10th, at least, or the 9th, or sometime around there, and then we'll start closing when we get closer and closer. I'll start thinking we'll get teasers on either the 16th, the 17th, or the 18th, or even on Monday, depending on how many teasers there are going to be. So yeah, we're gonna get a pretty good we got a pretty good week this week. We got, if you guys play Fortnite, I don't really play it too much because of the fact that I don't know why. The reason why I don't play it too much is because of the fact that there's not a lot of things to do. Personally, I like things fighting bosses and stuff, like MMOs and things like that. There has to be something really that makes me want to play it more, personally. But this season, not so much, because I don't know why. It just doesn't feel like I'm motivated. I don't know what Epic's gonna do for the motivation to make the game a lot better. I think they're gonna add climbing. They're gonna add tactical sprinting. They might add new weapons. Also, they already have some new weapons already in Fortnite Chapter 3 itself. But I'm hoping that they might introduce some more interesting weapons too. Another thing is that there are a couple of theories. Right now we don't know much about Season 20 itself. That's what I'm calling it. So I'm personally thinking I'm always thinking like maybe some kind of mech related, something like futuristic, like mech, like futuristic war theme, like with all these like high tech gizmo, like high tech ammunition, high tech like new weapons, high tech like stuff like that. Because it is a war theme and it's IO versus the 7. If you take a look, the IO, they have really high tech like weapons, but as I mentioned, like scientists thinks like, what year are we in? 1955 or something, you know, and they because of he talks about the drills, how the drills are so old and like they're like 20 or 30 years, like 40 years old, or such forth. So yeah, we might get something like a high tech war theme. I don't know. It might be a space war theme. It would kind of interesting to see a space war theme, personally. But see, when we specifically say war, when we specifically said war theme itself, war theme doesn't mean just a war theme itself. It has to have a theme to it. Like, for instance, back in chapter 2, season 2, if you remember, the theme was spy theme, but it did have a war theme to it. I mean, it did have like a war between Ghost versus Shadow. Same with what's the I'm trying to think. The superhero theme. The superhero theme of chapter 2, season 4. It was the war theme, but it was still like this superhero theme. So it's like a war theme. What else? The invasion, right? The invasion also. Another theme that was also mentioned. It was another war theme, but had a theme to it. So it's called the invasion. It was based off of aliens and such forth. So let's take a look around. I think, like, let's put everything together. So the scientist is trying to bring Paradigm back to the island to help them against Io. But the Foundation doesn't like her because of the fact she did something wrong with the 0 point, and then she messed it up, and now she has to do something to fix it and try to resolve the problem and stuff. So there she goes. So basically, anything can happen. And what I think that next season will be themed off of is it's like basically off of both Chapter 2, Season 2, and Chapter 1, Season 9, because Paradigm is also the mech thing. Now I could be completely totally wrong. Okay, I could be like not like a 1 out of 0%. It's a 0 out of 1% chance that it might be like it might be a futuristic war theme, like something like Space War or something like that. I'm just giving an idea, but personally, I had predictions in the past, like things like Greek gods, and I was like, well, I was totally wrong about it, but anything can happen also. So now let's talk about the live event. I think it's going to be like those mini event. It's going to be a mini event, or it might be an in-game live event with the thing with the Chapter 2 Season 5. I mean Chapter 2 Season 6 live event where they have it in-game or something like that. I don't know. There could not be a live event. Right now there is possibly earthquakes going around. And another thing is if you guys remember back in chapter 1 season 7, we had that mech not chapter 2 season 7 with all the earthquakes, right? And there are multiple earthquakes that will be appearing around the map. Also, most of the earthquakes have been going around tilted. Now, I know that Epic. I know someone mentioned that Epic might not keep tilted for a while. Uh, Personally, what I think Epic just doesn't like feel like tilted for some reason. Not because it's just that the problem with tilted is such like a popular area, and then when a POI becomes way too popular, it becomes where like Epic just feels like people are not really exploring the whole map itself. They're just keeping it at one specific area, and it kind of gets like, just like why do people just like this POI? Why can't they just go like somewhere else? Like Jesus, like I mean, just give me an example. That's what I mean. Like people, like developers itself, they want to make sure like any game specifically, they don't want to keep one POI so people can just go there, wreck the place, and just leave. And that's the problem with Tilted. It's like it's such a popular area, and it just makes it like seem like no one's really exploring essentially. So that's the thing. Um, so, anyways, but specifically, I think that's what they need to do, is that they have to make sure people can go exploring. They don't have to stay in one spot. They can go multiple spots. Um, so, yeah, maybe that's why they're getting rid of Tilted itself and replace it with something else entirely. Something even cooler than just Tilted Towers itself. They brought Tilted back before. It was a really popular area. They replaced Salty Tower. They replaced Salty with Salty Towers, but I don't know what's the most popular spot nowadays. It used to be like Lazy Lake, and now it changed, and now people are like everywhere. Like it doesn't really matter. Some people chose like there's a new area called the bridge area where you get a lot of like Spider-Man mythics and stuff. So there was like this bridge area I watched. If you guys watch, if you watch any streamers or such forth, you probably know that the famous red bridge that everyone keeps saying at because of all those Spider-Man mythics and those sort of deal. Only spawn rate up there. Now let's see. What do you think next season? Now I still am a 0.1% that next season will be mech/futuristic team. Now I could be completely wrong, but I'm just like still trying to figure out because there are a lot of potential pointers between the monster might return, the mech might return, and yeah, it's pointing a lot of things about season 9 coming back, and 7 might need new type of like weapons and things like that. I know the Foundation used a Rift sniper rifle, where he fired it and it'll teleport you in a random spot. Maybe that will be an upcoming mythic. Also, if you take a look at John Jones in the trailer or the cinematic trailer in the towards at the end of season 8 of chapter 2, you guys remember the whole like where John Jones firing this like I guess like some kind of pistol, like futuristic pistol or something like that. I also like the sci-fi like futuristic kind of stuff because it makes it really interesting for a lot of players. Because like robots, like everyone's like, oh my god, that's a cool skin with. Wait, what is that? Is that a really cool robot? Oh my god, it looks like almost like he has like super cool wings in the back. oh my god, he has a super cool, like, you know, and like if you take a look at Singularity, for example, Singularity became really popular towards the beginning of the season of Chapter 2. Everyone was super interested. I remember when I was wearing Paradigm, there was this guy who was like, what is that skin, bro? Like, he's like, because he didn't know what this skin was. And same with like the Paradigm and the Singularity are like, it almost feels like deja vu for some reason. I was like, what the hell? I mean, what the freak, man? Wait, so people are like interested about Singularity and Paradigm. One of the most popular, the two popular, most interesting skins in all of Fortnite. I'm just like surprised itself. Like, this just makes me like think like, wow. I'm just surprised that both Paradigm and Singularity are probably the most interesting skins of all time. I remember when I was wearing I remember when I was wearing Singularity itself. I really enjoyed her character itself. I also enjoyed the Paradigm, the Paradigm character also. But yeah, it's I would love to see more of these like futuristic kind of characters. I mean, we didn't have like that much of futuristic team in Back to Chapter 2 season 9. I mean Chapter 1 season 9. We had like maybe one maybe like not really like much robotic kind of thing, like, you know, changing gears and stuff like that. We never really had that kind of thing, but we did had something like close to that range with the whole, like, what's his name, Sentinel, right? Sentinel, Sentinel, the robot chicken. And then we also had some, you know, like, we didn't really get a lot of like robots slash, you know, I mean, we got one robot, but we didn't really get like the whole like change a robot, like changing gears and things like that. You know, I would love to see like more of these robot characters itself. You know, and have different types of backlinks, and also, I mean, we always have this plain version of the backlink, but I would love to see like custom animation for the backlink. It's like some of the backlinks itself. So yeah, we'll see what Chapter 3 season 2 will be like. What do you guys think? I'm still like, I'll put it like, I'll put it on a side version of it. I'm not saying it's 100% true about the whole futuristic slash mech war theme. I'm still putting it as a side one. I'm not saying that, but we might get the of course the possibility of I'm not saying it's possible. We might get, of course, Mr. Gunner himself coming to the item shop for next season's battle pass. We also might have got some hints for future skins that might be coming to for the battle pass. We got a female knight skin. Female cat knight skin. Also, that might be coming to battle pass next season. Who knows? I'm still like, I'm hoping that next season will be not as bad. Personally, a lot of people didn't find this season that interesting. The battle pass, some of the battle pass characters were okay. I like the one of my favorite battle pass characters was I forgot Harley or such force. Yeah, Hawaii. Yeah, Harley, whatever her name is. And that's it. Who else was in there? Yeah, only Harley. Out of all the other battle pass skins, I didn't like all the other battle pass except for Spider-Man. But Harley, Spider-Man. Those are the only two characters I like. I also like the ninja dude, also somewhat, but never really a big fan of the. Uh, Never a really big fan of male characters a lot. So, uh, but I think there was only three skins I like: the Harley skin, the ninja dude, the weird samurai, assassin dude. I forgot his name, and then of course Mr. Spider-Man. So there were only three characters that I liked. Out of all the other Battle Pass characters, they're all trash. Just saying, they're all trash. I didn't like except for of course the Foundation, known as Dwayne Johnson. Also, I liked him too. So that'll make it like, I guess, let's see, one, two, three, four, about four characters that I liked out of all the other Battle Pass characters. Like, not so much. I didn't like the llama. I didn't like the Gumball character. Yeah, the Gumball character kind of creeps me out sometimes. Everyone says, like, I know some YouTubers, oh, you're so quickly, it's such a great skin, it's such, like, people will just wear, like, any skin they want, and they get, and then they wear, and that's what, oh, and I also like, Haven, so that makes 5, entirely. So, yeah. Personally, I didn't actually get all the Haven's, masks, I only got one, like, I didn't get the Kasune one, but I only like the bunny one. The bunny, is the bunny one because it's cute. Now, if she had more of a cat like one, like cat mask. I mean, there's cat mask, but you know, maybe we'll get some hints towards like future skins, like in the mask. For instance, there might be a bunny. There might be like a bunny mask. There might be future animals for those characters. Like we might get a bunny or slash rabbit. Rabbit. I know people don't want to kill rabbits, but it's a possibility. And we might get a new type of Komodo. I keep saying Komodo. Columbos. Yes, Columbos. We might get another version of Columbos also that might be coming into the next season. I think it's gonna be like a version 2 of Columbos. So I expect like a lot of animals to come into the game also. What other things were there? Columbos. There are also scavengers I saw on the Haven mask. Also, I remember there was possibly going to be a fox, maybe a Kasune. You know, it would be kind of cool to see a Kasune running around like a really like interesting creature that has never been seen before. We have a Kasune pet, but we never had like a Kasune animal before. I mean, we have wolves, but we never had a Kasune, maybe like a Kasune version. You know, wolves, chickens, yeah, and I'm hoping that maybe sometime in the near future, Epic might create something like some other type of creatures in the near future besides using the exact same creatures in the past. Like, for instance, they have added like Husk. Like the Husk have been changed to more like the zombie-like. We also had like these golem characters slash rock. We had the Caretaker also. I'm hoping that they might introduce other characters, like other like type of creatures, like other type of monsters besides with the cube thing. We have wolves, maybe like different types of wolves, you know, different types of variants of wolves. Like I know Dire has like multiple different variants. Maybe there can be a white wolf, a black wolf, and like the wolves will change their looks with different environments. Also, same with like if there was a cat, for example, like a wild cat, for example. Maybe Kitsunes. Like there's different types of Kitsunes. You have black Kitsunes. You have white Kitsunes. Like people, like a white Kitsune, and then you also have a normal Kitsune that normally, goes around and just like they're like little scavengers, just like the scavengers. They're just cute. Also, I love Kitsunes. They're just like foxes. Also, so now I would like to see some more animals introduced into Fortnite Chapter 2 and Fortnite. But everything was pretty went well in chapter. Pretty went well with Chapter 3 Season 1, but I think Chapter 2 Season 2 will be a lot better. But still, we still don't know what the theme could be. At this point, I don't know. No one knows. Personally, I made some personal predictions in the past. They're all wrong. So I'm going to make it like a maybe for the futuristic war theme. I'm not saying it's 100% true, but it may be something like that. Because we do have the paradigm. And the paradigm is related to singularity. So maybe, we might get something like related to futuristic theme. And we also have some upcoming items. We have a new, some kind of like Jash ability, slash, from Wolverine itself, like with the Mythic or something like that. I'm hoping that Epic might introduce their own type of Mythics instead of like the collaboration Mythics all the time. Because if you guys remember, they introduced there's only 2 melee weapons out of every single melee weapon so far. We only have the Mythic Infinity Blade and of course the Scythe, but that's it. No other melee weapons so far. I know Epic's trying to introduce more melee weapons to the game itself. I know they also want to introduce new melee weapons to Fortnite, to the creative itself for Creative 2.0. So we're gonna expect a lot of things to come. I know it's like some people don't really like find Fortnite that interesting right nowadays because of the fact that it is kind of getting boring, but we'll see. I'm hoping that Chapter 3 Season 2 might actually bring more players back. I know some people got back, like TPU, some other YouTubers, streamers that came back to the game. I know Ninja came back recently, but these are like streamers that I know personally, so I'm not saying they're. Cypher, I know like Cypher has been playing a long time, so I'm just gonna. He's been playing Fortnite forever. Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna put this like as a maybe futuristic work thing. I'm not saying it's 100% true, but it could be a possibility. I mean, how would you guys feel? I mean, it's a possibility, but I would love to see something related to a futuristic theme, but it's not gonna happen because we do have like it's not. I don't see any pointers / teasers for next season right now. Maybe just they might want to keep it as a surprise, but there is a lot of related paradigm, and we know that paradigm is singularity itself, so we might get a futuristic theme. I mean, futuristic / sci-fi war theme. So we'll see. Anyways, I hope you guys do enjoy this video. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I will catch you all later. Goodbye.